Hello everybody and welcome to the Creatrix YouTube channel. I welcome you all in a fresh session of analog electronics. And my dear friends, when I say we are going to learn analog electronics from the very basic, I mean it. We will be learning from the very basic level to the very advanced level along with a lots and lots of questions. So before we do that, let me first introduce myself for my friend who is meeting me for the first time. My dear friends, my name is Ankit Goyal. I got AIR1 twice in GATE in 2014 and 2018. I was awarded the President of India Gold Medal in the year 2013 when I graduated from IIT Indore. Till date, I have trained more than 1 lakh students in the online and the offline classes and presently working as a director at an academy for GATE department. But my dear friends, the reason behind this series is because of the huge demand of analog electronics and the belief that whenever you ask for anything, we are there to deliver. Yes, my dear friends, we are here for you. We are here delivering for you. And when we say it, we'll support you to the very fullest level. And this series will help you crack GATE with the top rank. It will enable EC student to get 12 out of 12 and 5 out of 5 for electrical students. So my dear friends, if you want to learn with us live, then you can join an academy using the code AnkitESE to get an immediate 10% discount. And not only, my dear friend, 10% discount, it also brings you under my guidance so that I can help you do something that I have done. I can at least take you near to this goal. Okay. So if you also dream the same thing, then join me in this journey on an academy subscription using the code AnkitESE. Now, my dear friend, if you like the content that I deliver, you can watch more of my free videos on this URL, tinyurl.com/AnkitESE. Here you will find all my videos arranged subject-wise, chapter-wise, and you will find great content for free. And you are definitely going to love it. You are definitely going to enjoy. It not only includes conceptual videos, but it also includes problem-solving sessions. So just visit this once and you will fall in love with this URL. Don't forget it. It is a lifeline for you. And if you love the content that we are delivering on YouTube, we have created the first ever video book for you guys, where you will find all the videos along with all the notes that we provide arranged subject wise, chapter wise. So now, my dear friends, your dreams are no longer dreams. They are becoming a reality because you are getting a top quality course, well arranged, well structured, and that too for free. So what can be better than that? What can be better than that? Nothing, my dear friends. So we have empowered the dreams of those who earlier used to think that only the person with a huge amount of money can crack GATE with a top rank. No, my dear friends, that is not the case. Even you can do. Even you can do it. But yes, just you need to believe in yourself and visit this link. But remember, this is a case sensitive link, so write this in uppercase. Other than that, if you join plus subscription, you get all the top educators like me teaching you live in daily lectures, along with providing you daily practice paper, weekly quiz, test series, previous year question, practice question, crash course, rank improvement batch, and most importantly, clearing your each and every doubt. So if you join plus subscription, it is an entire world inside it. So you don't have to look outside. Once you enter plus, every need of yours will be taken care of, and we will make your journey as smooth as possible towards that destination of getting under 100, under 10 rank. Believe me, my friend, you leave that strategy part to us. You leave the content part to us. You just work hard and we will make sure that you obtain the top rank in GATE and ESE. And Iconic is a big brother of Plus. Yes, this is a little brother. So Iconic gives you everything that a Plus subscription gives, along with much more. The major part of Iconic is this personal coach, a person dedicated to you on a daily basis to get you the top rank, guiding you, getting your schedule design, making your strategy. Everything that you need to get the top rank is being done by this personal coach. He'll also create a study planner for you, which you can follow blindly and reach your destination with utmost ease. They will be analyzing your test result and tell you where you are lacking, how you can improve. So that way, my dear friend, everybody else will get a standard analysis, but you will get an analysis just tailor-made for you. Along with it, we have included study material additionally, theory and question bank, and soon we'll be introducing interview guidance into this. So this will become a complete package for a student who wants to take that journey from being an average student to sitting into a PSU or a MTech seat. So for them, this journey will be just like driving a Lamborghini to work. So that sort of a experience, that sort of a royal experience we are going to give you. So let's move on to the lecture, and if you want to join Unacademy, just make sure you use the code AnkitESE to get my guidance as well as to get 10% over and above whatever Unacademy offers you. So now let's move on to the lecture, dear friends, and let's see what we have in store for you.
Hi guys, in the previous few videos I have showed you how to design the T model of the transistor, which is also called as the RE model. So in this video I'll solve some problems completely for you, in which we'll derive all the amplifier parameters such as voltage, gain, input impedance and the output impedance. Okay, so I'll show you how to perform the complete analysis. So let us see the first problem. It says for the common emitter fixed bias configuration, we need to find dynamic resistance, input resistance, output resistance and voltage gain. Now the first thing that it is asking is dynamic resistance RE. We know RE is nothing but Vt by IE, where IE is the DC current. So for that we need to perform DC analysis first. Always remember, whenever you face a problem based on amplifier, first we perform DC analysis and then only we go for AC analysis. Okay. So for DC analysis, when we are talking about DC analysis, what did I tell you about capacitor? The capacitor will be open circuited. If capacitor is open, this voltage drop is 0.7. Okay, this current is IV. Since capacitor is open, the same current will flow through 470 k ohm. Now what we will do is we will apply KVL like this. Okay, so we will write 12 minus 470 IB minus 0.7 equal to 0, which means IB is 11.3 by 470. So this IB will come out to be 24.04 microampere. Now since it is talking about amplifier problem, you don't have to check the region of operation. You can always assume active region. So I'll write IE is 1 plus beta IB, which means 51. See, 101, beta is given as 100. 101 into 24.04. So it will come out to be 2.428 milliampere. Now once we have IE, I can find out the dynamic resistance Vt by IE. Now Vt you can take as 26 millivolt by 2.428 milliampere. So it will come out to be 10.71 ohm. So that will be the value of ammeter resistance RE. So first part is solved. Now to find out other parameters, we need to form the model of this transistor. Okay, so I am forming the model. So when we are talking about now AC analysis, then what will happen? Capacitor will be short circuited and VCC will be grounded. So see, what I'll do is I'll ground this voltage. That means first of all I'll show VI. Okay. Now see this 470 kilo ohm resistance. It is connected between base terminal and ground. So this is base terminal. This is 470K and this one is base. Now between base and ammeter, we connect a resistance in transistor model equal to beta RE. Since beta is high, instead of 1 plus beta RE, you can write beta RE. Then this is your ammeter terminal. Now if you see, ammeter is connected to ground. the current in this resistor would be IB. Now for collector terminal, the current between collector and ammeter will be beta IB in parallel with the output resistance RO. This is your collector terminal. Now see this 3 kilo ohm resistor. It is connected between collector and ground. So 3 kilo ohm will be connected between collector and ground. And the collector terminal is connected to V0. This capacitor is shorted. So collector terminal is directly connected to V0. Now we need input resistance. The input resistance is always taken ignoring the source resistance. Here there is no resistance in series with Vi, which means there is no source resistance. This is the input resistance Ri. So how you can write input resistance? 470 kilo ohm in parallel with beta Re, or you can write 100 Re. Okay. So Re was 10.71, or you can write 100 Re is 1.071 kilo ohm. Now since 470 kilo ohm is much larger than 1.07, so this is approximately 1.07 kilo ohm. Now when we talk about output resistance, we ignore the load resistance. See, there is no load resistance here. That means output resistance is parallel combination of this 3K and R0. If you see, the lower terminal of R0 is connected to ground, and the lower terminal of 3 kilo ohm is also connected to ground. So this R0 and 3 kilo ohm are in parallel. So what I will write down is Z0 is R0 in parallel with 3K. R0 is given as 50K, which means 50 into 3 by 53. So it will come out to be 2.83 kilo ohm. Now the last step is the voltage gain. See now, since you have combined R0 and 3K in parallel and calling it as the overall output resistance, this is R out. So this beta IB current will be flowing like this. So this will be plus minus, and the current will be beta IB. So what you can say is V0 is minus, because the polarity is opposite, current is beta IB and resistance is R out. Is it fine? Because V0 will be like this, plus minus, but the actual polarity is opposite. Now this current IB, if you see that 470 kilo ohm and beta Re are connected in parallel, so they will have same voltage across them. So what we can say is that IB is input voltage by beta Re. So Vi by 1.071 kilo ohm. So V0 is minus 100 into R out is 2.83 kilo ohm into Vi by 1.071. So you can say V0 by Vi is minus 100 into 2.83 kilo ohm by 1.071 kilo ohm. So this will come out to be how much? It will come out to be minus 264.25. Okay, and that is a high value of gain, and that is why we say common emitter amplifier is the best form of the voltage amplifier. It offers high gain. So remember, you don't have to memorize any formula. The only formula in RE model is that RE is VT by IE. This is the only formula that you have to remember. Other than that, you always form the circuit and find the gain. Let us see another example. Next example is for the voltage divider bias circuit. We have to find 5 parameter: dynamic resistance, input resistance, output resistance, and the voltage and current gain. Now before solving for AC analysis, we need to perform DC analysis. Again, as I have told you, in DC analysis, capacitor will be open. So this capacitor and this capacitor will be disconnected. Now, what is the method that we studied in voltage divider biasing? We first find out the Thevenin voltage. How to find Thevenin voltage? By applying voltage division between these two resistances. So VTH is 22 into 8.2 by 56 plus 8.2. That will come out to be 2.81 volt. Then we find out Thevenin resistance, which is 8.2 in parallel with 56. So it will come out to be 7.152. Now what I'll do is, I'll form the Thevenin equivalent. So what I'll do is, I'll show a Thevenin voltage, that is 2.81 volt. Then I'll show a Thevenin resistance 7.152 kilo ohm, and then we'll draw the BJT. For DC analysis, capacitor is open, so this RE will be in the circuit. Okay, let me remove these parameters in order to draw the complete circuit. Then we'll draw the collector resistance 6.8 kilo ohm, and then this is 22 volt. Now what I'll do is, this current will be IB, this current will be IE. So I'll apply a KVL here. So what I'll write, 2.81 minus 7.152 IB minus base emitter drop is 0.7 minus 1.5 into IE. IE is 1 plus beta, beta is given as 90. IB, IE is 1 plus beta IB. So from here we can find out IB, and then you can write IE is 91 IB. So if you solve, this IE will come out to be 1.41 milliampere. Okay, that will be your IE. Approximately this value will come out. Okay. Now once we have this IE, what I can write down? RE, that is the dynamic resistance, is VT by IE. Now VT you can take as 26 millivolt by 1.41 milliampere. So this resistance will come out to be 18.44 ohm. Okay, and that is the basic purpose for DC analysis of finding the dynamic resistance RE. Now the next step what I'll do is, I'll draw the AC circuit. Okay, so I'm drawing it on the next page. For AC circuit, what we do is, we ground the DC supply and we short circuit the capacitor. Now if you short circuit this 20 microfarad, this 1.5 kilo ohm resistance is shorted, and also if you see, the top terminal is grounded, the bottom terminal is also grounded. So what happens? 56 kilo ohm and 8.2 kilo ohm resistances are in parallel. So when we draw the AC circuit, first there is input voltage, then the resistance 56 kilo ohm and 8.2 kilo ohm are in parallel. Then this is your base terminal. Then this resistance here is beta RE. Then this is ammeter. Now see, due to this 20 microfarad capacitor, this ammeter is directly connected to ground, or you can say it is bypassed. So ammeter is connected to ground. Then we have a current source, a dependent current source, which is equal to beta IB. IB is the current here. This current source is connected in parallel with R0. Then see this resistor 6.8, it is connected between collector terminal and ground because 22 volt is ground. So between collector, this is collector, between collector and ground, we have a resistance 6.8 kilo ohm and this voltage is V0. Okay. So now RE we found as 18.44 ohm, beta is R90, R0 is 50 kilo. Now we don't have to do anything with the previous circuit, we just have to solve this. This also we derived as parallel combination as 7.152 kilo. So first let us see the input impedance. Always remember, in input impedance we ignore the resistance RS. But in this circuit there is no resistance such as RS. RS is the source resistance which you will always find connected in series with the input. Since there is no series resistance, we will assume that there is no RS. Don't consider this 7.15 kilo ohm as RS. RS is the series resistance with the source. So ZI is 7.152 kilo ohm in parallel with 90 into 18.44. So this will come out to be 1.35 kilo. But remember the units, this is in kilo ohm and this will come out in ohm. Always take care about the unit. Now what about output impedance? If we see from here, the output impedance is 6.8 kilo ohm in parallel with R0, or you can say 6.8 kilo in parallel with 50 kilo. So it will come out to be 5.98 kilo. Now what we do is, we replace this parallel combination by a single resistance which is equal to Z0. Okay, like this. Now this beta IB current will flow like this. So plus minus will be opposite. So you can say that V0 is minus beta IB into Z0. How to find this current IB? This voltage is VI. So VI over beta RE, which means V0 is minus beta VI Z0 by beta RE, or you can say the voltage gain is minus Z0 by RE, which means minus 5.98 K by 18.44 ohm. So this voltage gain will come out to be minus 324.61. The last thing that I asked is the current gain. For current gain you have to see we have given I0 in 6.8 kilo ohm. That means if you break this Z0 again into its two components, I0 is the current here. Okay. So if you see the total current is beta IB. So what is I0? I0 can be found out, this is R0. I0 can be found out by current division because current will divide into two parts. But see, beta IB is like this. So the actual current in the two resistances will be like this. These two currents will combinedly form beta IB. But I0 is shown downwards. Okay. 1 minute. If you see the actual direction of I0, see here. I0 is given from ground towards collector. See this I0. I0 is from ground towards collector, which means I0 is like this, from ground towards collector. So I0 can be determined using current division. So beta IB into R0 by R0 plus 6.8. That is I0. What about input current? The input current is nothing but it is VI over ZI. ZI means the total of these two resistances. Because we need total current, so I am taking total impedance. Also you can write V0 in another manner instead of current division. V0 is nothing but minus V0 by 6.8K. See, V0 is like this, plus minus. So the current should be downwards, but I0 flows from ground towards collector. See this figure. I0 is shown from ground towards collector. So ground towards collector means upwards, but based on V0 it must be downwards. So minus V0 by 6.8K. So what you can do is, you can write down current gain as output current by input current. If you divide these, you will get minus V0 by Vi into Zi by 6.8K. Minus V0 by Vi is 324.61. Zi is 1.35 kilo ohm and upon 6.8. So this current gain will come out to be 64.45. So that way you can calculate the current gain. So that is what I told. The current gain in common ammeter configuration is moderate, whereas the voltage gain is very high. Okay. So if you can draw this circuit, the circuit that I have drawn, you can find any parameter by simply performing network analysis. So let me show one more example. Again we have a common ammeter configuration, but it is saying neglect the effect of early voltage. We know that output resistance is VA by ICQ. Neglecting the effect of early voltage means VA is 0, which means R0 would be, VA is infinity. So R0 will be infinity or open. So whenever in any question you see that it is saying neglect the early effect, you always have to ignore the value of R0. But again, to find out dynamic resistance, we have to first perform DC analysis. So let me show you the DC analysis. Again, in DC analysis, how you will start? You will open circuit the capacitor. So this will be open, this will be open. This current is IB, this current is IE. So by KCL, this current will also be IB. Now I will apply KVL in this loop. So what I will write? 12 minus 220 IB minus 0.7 minus 3.3 IE. Now you need IE. So what I will do is 12 minus 0.7 is 11.3. Now IB is IE over 1 plus beta, means 1 plus 100. So from here I can directly calculate IE. So if you see what is the value of IE, you will come to know it is 2.062 milliampere. Based on this I can write RE as VT over IE 26 millivolt over 2.062 milliampere. So it will come out to be 12.60. So our first part is solved, as well as we have got the parameter by which we will draw the equivalent circuit. Now for AC analysis, we will ground this and we will short circuit the capacitor. Now see this, Vi will be connected to the base terminal. Let me draw this. Vi gets connected to the base terminal. Now see this 220 kilo ohm resistor. It is connected between base and ground. So this 220 kilo ohm resistor is connected between base and ground. Now we know between base and ammeter, we always connect a resistance beta Re, which carries a current IB, or we can show for AC in lower case like this, IB. Now this is our ammeter terminal. Now see the ammeter. Ammeter is connected to a resistance of 3.3 kilo ohm. So ammeter is connected to a resistance of 3.3 kilo ohm. And ammeter terminal is also connected to V0. So ammeter is also connected to V0. Now between ammeter and collector, what we do is we show a current source beta IB. Now it has told us that R0 is infinity, so there will be no resistance in parallel with beta IB. This will be open. Now see this collector terminal. This collector terminal directly gets connected to ground. So this is our collector. So we'll connect the collector terminal directly to the ground. That means this current is beta IB. This current is also beta IB. So based on this, I can say that this current is 1 plus beta IB. Now the first thing first, what we need is the input resistance Zi. To find input resistance, what we need is Vi over Ii. Now Ii is made of two currents. It is I1 plus IB. Now I1 is simple, Vi over 220 kilo ohm. What about IB? For IB, what I will do is I'll apply KVL like this. So I'll say Vi is IB into beta Re plus 1 plus beta IB into 3.3 kilo ohm, which means I can say that Vi is IB beta Re plus 1 plus beta, if beta is high, is approximately beta. Okay. Now beta is given as 100, so I am taking beta as high. Now what is Re that we found out? Re was 12.6 ohm. So from here I can say that IB is Vi over 100 times 3300 plus 12.6, which means you can write down II as Vi by 220 kilo ohm plus Vi by 3312.6 into 100, which means Vi by 220 kilo ohm plus Vi by 331.26 kilo ohm, which means Zi, which is Vi over Ii, is basically 220 kilo ohm in parallel with 331.26 kilo ohm. So the both parallel combination will come out to be 132.72 kilo ohm. That means input impedance is very high. Now we have got the input impedance. What we need next is the output resistance. Output resistance is nothing but V0 over I0. Now if you take I0 also, we will say that I0 is the current here. But for that, V input has to be grounded. So now let me delete this. We'll just remember that input resistance we determined as 132.72. So I'll write down the parameter that I have derived. I will write down that we have derived Zi as 132.72 kilo ohm. Remember, when we talk about Z0, it is V0 by I0, but when Vi is 0. So I have grounded this Vi and I have shown the current I0 here, which means the total current is 1 plus beta IB plus I0. Now what I will do is, I'll apply KVL like this. So 0 minus IB into beta Re minus 1 plus beta IB plus I naught into 3.3k, which means IB into beta RE. 1 plus beta is approximately beta. Beta into 3.3k is minus I naught into 3.3k. Okay. So IB is equal to minus I naught into 3.3k by beta 3.3k plus 12.6 ohm. Now once we have IB, what I can do is I can figure out the value of V naught. V naught is how much? 3.3k into 1 plus beta IB plus I naught. Okay. So if beta is high, you can say 1 plus beta is beta IB plus I naught. From here we can find out beta IB. Beta IB is minus I naught into 3.3k by 3.3k plus 12.6, which means if I remove this, okay, which means if I take I naught common, V naught by I naught is 3.3k, 1 minus 3300 by 3300 12.6, which means 3.3k into 12.6 by 33 12.6. So this output impedance will come out to be 12.438 ohm. So that is the output impedance. Otherwise what I have told you earlier is just refer this resistance into ammeter. When you want to go from base to ammeter, you divide by beta. So this you could have directly written as RE parallel 3.3k. When you go from ammeter to base, you multiply by beta. When you go from base to ammeter, you divide by beta. So you could have referred this resistance and got this answer directly. Now what remains is the ratio of V0 and Vi, or you can say the voltage gain. So now I will write down the value of Z0 also, which I have derived. So Z0 is 12.438 ohm. Now we want to know the ratio of V0 and Vi. So I have told you the direct method as well as the conventional method of finding the output resistance. I will remove this short circuiting. So how to find V0? In this case, V0 is 1 plus beta IB into 3.3k. If you apply KVL like this, you will write Vi is beta Ri into IB plus 1 plus beta IB into 3.3k, which means V0 by Vi, if you take, IB will get cancelled. 1 plus beta into 3.3k by beta Re plus 1 plus beta into 3.3k. Now if beta is high, 1 plus beta is approximately beta. Beta into 3300 ohm, beta into 12.6 plus beta into 3300. Beta will get cancelled, so it will be 3300 by 3300 12.6, or you can say 0.996. So as you can say, the voltage gain of common collector or ammeter follower configuration is almost 1. Okay. Why ammeter follower? Because V0 is connected to ammeter terminal. See here, V0 is connected to ammeter, so it will follow the ammeter voltage, and hence it is called as ammeter follower. The voltage gain is almost equal to 1. So in common emitter configuration, we have high voltage gain, but in common collector, the voltage gain is approximately 1. So this is how you tackle any problem based on RE model. So what you have to do is you have to majorly focus on designing the circuit and then apply network analysis to find all your answers. Okay. So that will be all from this lecture. In the next lecture, we'll see a new model for BJT. Thank you.
I hope all of you have enjoyed the lecture that we were providing and all of you learned something very, very good. Now is the time to learn about the Unacademy subscription. So as I told the benefits of the Plus subscription at the very beginning, let's go through them very, very quickly. Live classes you get by the top educators, crash course, rank improvement batch, doubt clearing, weekly quiz, test series, previous year question, practice question, everything in one subscription called as Unacademy Plus. And Iconic is one level higher. It provides you a personal coach who will mentor you on a daily basis, who will guide you on a daily basis, along with providing you study planner, test analysis, study material, and soon enough, interview guidance. So if you are looking to join Unacademy, let's see what are the pricing. So my dear friends, before we see the pricing, just see the link. This link will help you crack GATE and ESE with the top rank because we have created the first ever video book for GATE and ESE for my YouTube family, and you will get the notes as well as the lectures here. Just make sure that you write this link in the uppercase and you will get to the first ever video book for GATE and ESE, and it is nothing but revolutionary. Now let's see the pricing of Plus subscription. So for 12 months the pricing is 3250, but if you apply the code Ankit ESE, it becomes 27225. For 18 months it will be 34650, and for 24 months 39600. Believe me my dear friend, this is the most affordable pricing, and the longer duration subscriptions are more cost effective as compared to shorter duration. Like here it will cost you 1650 per month. Okay, this will be 2000 per month approx. This will be around 2250 per month. Then if you go for Iconic for 12 months, it is 5250 with code Ankit ESE, it becomes 45225, and 2-year subscription becomes 66600. So the choice is yours, but take a longer duration subscription for more cost effective solution and to give GATE and ESE at least 2 times, so that if you once crack GATE, in the next attempt you can even get ESE. And other than that my friends, you can download the Unacademy learning app right now, because there we provide live classes for free, test series and live quizzes for free. And once you download it, make sure that you follow this profile. This is my profile, so that whenever I come live you will get the notification. And this is the Telegram channel for our team. Here you will find all the lecture links, all the lecture files, and all the links for the special classes. Other than that my friend, my personal Telegram channel also you can join, t.me/GateAIR1. Here you can get in touch with me and we can take this journey together. Okay. Other than that, we have other YouTube channels like Mechanical, Civil and Telugu, JEE channel, Computer Science, Gate Question and Electrical Junction, Pathshala and GS Terminal. Electrical Junction contains short videos of great concepts. Pathshala provides you animated content. JEE preparation can be done through these 2 channels, Unacademy SSC JEE and GS Terminal. And you can refer the other channels to the other friends in respective branches so that they can also be benefited. At last, I would like to say, please share, like and subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel, and not only subscribe, press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever a new video comes. And share these videos among all your college group, among all your friends, so that we can create the first ever revolution of free education in field of GATE and ESE. Thank you to everybody for dedicating time to watching this video. Please move on to the next one as well and take the benefit of all the free content that we are providing. And in case you have completed the series, do make sure you watch the other subjects available on this channel. Thank you.